you said something that, my ears just are always listening for it, which is you built the database.
Yeah.
I actually spent probably an hour and a half today pushing that down my group's throats.
It's still where 75% of my sales come
Okay, so I need you to say that again, Tom, because people, for some reason, either get tired of my fucking voice. I don't know what it is. It's a massive passion of mine. It's the only way that I built my business. But right now, and so just for context, 2022, the year that just finished, out of 22,000 agents in our organization of Royal LePage Canada, 22,000, you're in the top 1%.
Yes.
So everybody always wants to be in the 1%, but they don't know what it takes to be in the 1%. But at bare minimum, it takes doing what the 99% are not doing. Just simple fucking math.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is that you built your business. 75% of the deals you did last year were from your database.
Repeater referral.
Perfect. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we really took our time for our brothers and sisters to hear that, because they see you on content and they know how well you've done in terms of how well you articulate on video and all that, and you do a great job. But yet still 75% of your business comes from repeat and referral.
I can tell you how many people have picked up the phone and called me after I've done a news segment to say, Tom, get over here right now and sell my house. Zero.
Oh yeah. And I love that.
I mean, other people in the industry think it's cool. My
Yes.
clients gives me recognition.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
But it's not where new business comes from. So, my business is into 3 different buckets at this point, right? So I don't have a massive database like you. We have our secondary, let's call it, email list.
Okay.
But I have my cores.
And what's your core? So what does that
I
consist
have
of?
325 people in it.
And that consists of whom?
People that I have bought or sold property with, or they have referred me multiple people. Someone that essentially never ever put a dollar sign over a client's head. That's not what I'm saying here.
Yes.
But, I'm kind of going to say it, but for them to go into that database, I know I'm spending $200 on each of them per person per year to be in that system, because I'm going to run a system, touch points, client parties, events, all the things, the money that we spend on everything, that for you to go in there, it's $200.
How many touches a year off the top of your head?
30 something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
30 something.
The importance of continuously touching them is very important, because that's how you're going to get their awareness, right?
And then breaking down, there's a lot of agents that get a lot of repeat business, which is wonderful. It means you did what you said you were going to do, you stayed in touch, and they used you again. But unless they're investors, the average person moves once every 7 years. So so some agents are like, I do a ton of repeat and referral. And I'm like, break it down. I did 9 repeat and 1 referral. I'm there's something wrong here. Because if the people that haven't even repeated yet start referring you, sure as hell is going to get the repeat.
Right.
So it's where's the messaging gone wrong that they're not referring you? And there's one little kind of tweak I made in my business. The first conversation with a new buyer or new seller, I will say, and I never bring paperwork or anything. I'm I'm here today to tell you all the things I'd want to know if I was in your position. Also want you to know how we run our business. So, 75 to 85% of our business every year is word of mouth. So I won't use the word repeat and referral, because to a consumer, it
means shit.
Industry talk.
Yeah, it's jargon.
It's word of mouth. So all I want to do is such a good job for you that at the end of this, you want to tell your friends and family about me. So that's how I disarm them to start every conversation. You could almost see their shoulders go from so true.
Or they're they're like this, what are you trying to sell me right now?
And,
then they start to come open.
I'm not going to ask you to sign anything.
Exactly.
And so that's how I start the conversation. So I could probably do a better job at calling people and asking. I don't actually ask as much as I should, because I've made it clear from day one, and then and I've seen it in the results that it's working.
Okay, so
that's bucket 1, by the way. That's the first
continue.
Bucket. Okay. Bucket 2 is alliances. Okay. That is other real estate agents. That is mortgage brokers. That is if you sponsor your kid's soccer team. That is if you were in a BNI group, yada, yada, right? A massive part of our business last year was realtor referral.
Interesting. Outside of the province, country?
Outside of the province. Okay. Even some people from Mississauga are like, I'm not driving to Toronto.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
And same thing, I'm 416. I sell 416. I'm not going outside 416.
So you get something in Brampton, it goes out.
I'm sending it.
Perfect.
Sending it out.
Great.
I learned early in my career as I was doing those drives, just one drive. Then on your 6th time, you're like, fuck this.
Well, and you know, to your point really quickly, I think it's important that you made that decision, because the way that you know C1 and C8, you don't know, you're not going to know W24. No. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of Brampton's thing, right? And so your client is going to get serviced a lot better by giving them the expert in that area. Vice versa. Like, try to compete with Tom and his team when it comes to the C1s and the C8s, right? Third bucket.
So just before I go to the third bucket, the second bucket, that the core of it's still a realtor referrals, right? Mortgage broker referrals is a part of it, but it's not quite a two-way street. It's just the way the industry works. You're going to send more than you're going to get. That's okay. But the realtor referrals, okay, well, where do they come from? Well, I go to conferences and talk to people. I don't just hand out business cards and walk away. I'll be honest, it helps that I get to speak on stage, because there's a level of authority that it doesn't hurt, right?
And we're going to talk about that in a second.
Second is obviously the public speaking stuff. I do a lot of trading for brokerages, and when I'm getting paid for everything now, but I didn't used to get paid. I was just like, I'm just going to do it for recognition.
For sure.
Because I'm just giving something away.
But you didn't have the name at that time, right?
And then the third one is Instagram.
Yes.
Of our 13,000 Instagram followers, guess what? 11,000 of them are realtors. Okay. Instagram's just a big realtor
100%
party, 100%. Liking each other's stuff. So I know who I'm talking to. Now my clients are on there too. So I'm going to sprinkle in, and I don't start my videos with like, hey, realtor, listen up.
Yeah.
But if you watch my content, you can see who I'm talking to.
For sure.
So that is a massive way, like the amount of, you know, leads that start from DM.
And I think it's important, right? Like you said, 13,000, 11,000 are realtors. There's still 2,000 people that, out of which, let's just even say 500 of them are your clients.
Yep.
If it's 1,000, that's even better. But say you have 500. I mean, that's still a really, really strong community of possible clients.
The clients, I see it as just an extension of the keep in touch plan. Right?
Yes.
Like they just see my face and they see me doing things. They don't watch every video, but Instagram has been my realtor to realtor B2B referral plan. It's not like I'm DMing people to like create a relationship. It's just like they see my stuff so often. It becomes, you know, pretty natural. Third bucket is new business. Now, we talked about 2021, 125,000 sales. 2022, 75,000 sales. This year, maybe 65 to 70,000. So in 2021, we went to a pizza party and we ordered double by mistake, and we all got extra slices. Last year, it's like, oh, there's just a medium-sized pizza. We might get a small pizza this year. Yeah. So the pie's not changing in total. The pie's changing in a smaller direction of total amount of opportunity.
Yes.
Compared to, right? I think brand new agents will crush it. I think agents that came in at the beginning of 2021 and had a hot start are going to struggle for a little bit because they're going to adjust. They're still going to make it, but they're going to struggle.
Why do you think the brand new agent will crush?
Because they're starting in a difficult market.
Yeah.
They didn't start when it was falling in your lap.
Yeah.
It's like you got to work for it now.
Well, I think, you know, a lot of, and they're friends of mine, so I'm not afraid to even talk about it, but like the guys and gals that did just focus on pre-con, they're starting to feel it now because people are not searching investing into real estate on Google as much.
Right.
That also has gone down by 50%.
Yeah,
kind of correlates to the sales, right? Where it was more order taking. Like, would you like fries with that? It was kind of like that, right? It was quite easy because people were just like, can I buy 2 pre-cons? Well, knocking on your door, or your emails were dinging and the phone was ringing, where it doesn't as much and as frequently now.
I was saying that to the pre-con guy I was talking to the other day. I was like, wouldn't it be nice if you could come in, sit down, talk with someone, have a glass of champagne, look over the floor plans, make a decision, walk out, get a little bag and feel good about it, where it wasn't just like, give me this, give me this. You know, it's like it's like the pre-con industry of the last, 3 years was kind of like trying to buy a Rolex. You walk in the store, they laugh at you, like, get the hell out. You walk into an Omega, they're like, thank you so much for coming today. Sit down. Would you like champagne? Like, that would be nice if we can create that experience now.
Yes.
On that side. I'm going on a tangent here, but to go back to the new business, the reason why I make the pizza analogy is because opportunity is going to be smaller, which means that your repeat and referral percentage, just mathematically, is going to be less than it maybe was in previous years of opportunity.